baby wolf. So, before I begin, what I'm about to say is I would like to explain what I think a saint is. And I think saints have courage, make sacrifices, have compassion, and humanity. So, the person I chose, an example of each of these would be, an example for courage would have to be that he stayed calm at his wife's funeral, and that takes a lot of courage because while he was in a lot of emotional pain, he stayed calm and he helped others around him, which goes back to compassion. Sacrifice. When my grandma was sick, he helped her without any complaints. I mean, I guess some of them over the phone complaining to my mom, but still without any complaints specifically to her and helping her through the way, even though he must have been hurting physically and emotionally. And I just wrote this compassion. And humanity. Humans are flawed. We all make mistakes and we all just do things, basically, we make sins. So, the person I chose is Charles O. Hoffman Jr., and he is 90 years of age. This is not him now, this is him when he is younger. So,
well, that was a long time ago.
So he was born on January 19th, 1927 in Newark, NJ. And he was married in 1948, and he is still alive today and right here in the audience. So this is him now, right there. So yeah, we basically Samantha just put the hat on him backwards and they proposed like that for us. So perfect picture time. So some jobs that he had is that during his youth, he worked any job available that he could get to survive and bring money home. And during his adulthood, he started working for the New Jersey Bell Telephone Company, and in New Jersey, of course, and he was involved in a layoff soon after married. And then he took an exam for the police department, and he was appointed to the Union Police Department. And then one day when he was outside on duty, he was in the middle of winter, he was really cold, and he saw a fireman sitting inside, warm. So he said, why don't I take an exam to be a fireman? And he took an exam for department, and he passed first and was appointed, or he remained there until 1990. Okay. I asked him who his inspiration was, and he told me, as a child, he worked in a gas station for a happy-go-lucky man named Joseph Perella. Joseph went into army in 1941 and was killed, and that's when my grandpa was confirmed with the name of Joseph. Religious life. When my grandpa was younger, he was Christian as a Catholic and receiving the name of Joseph, like I just said. And he was confirmed at St. Leo's Church in Newark, New Jersey, and this is the church up here. And this is St. Joseph, and his father was an agnostic, which means that all of his religious upbringings was done by his mother. He is still now very intact with the church, and he keeps a record of all the money coming into the Connecticut Farms Church, which is a Presbyterian church, and he's an elder there. And he rarely attends because he cannot hear well. So an example of that would probably be when my sister and I were talking to him one time. This is many times actually. When we were talking to him, he was kind of like not really staring at us. And we kept calling him and changing up the story, and he didn't notice. And then we screamed at one point, Grandpa, and he's like, what? And we're like, did you hear anything we just said? No. So, marriage and children. He was married at the Methodist Church in Linden, New Jersey on December 10th, 1948. He had 4 children, and one died 1 week after being born. In order is Robert, Susan, and Kenneth, and Kenneth passed away 5 years ago. And Robert and Susan are still alive today. And he lives with Susan. And I asked my grandpa what he did in his spare time. And he told me all of his time is his spare time. So he likes to play with his computer, read books, or watch television, or even play with his virtual reality. And we got this for him as a present, and it's really funny when you really anyone put it on, because they don't look straight, or they could like fall out of their place, or like their jaw opens really wide, and it's funny, especially when Samantha does it. So I asked my grandpa what his biggest regret was. Is that he said he was not spending all his time with his children and grandchildren. And then I asked him, what was his most important accomplishment? And he said, without any hesitation, no question, my family. So, yes, so this is all the grandchildren, and this is all the children up here.
That's the grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
This is great-grandchildren. Yes, I am in this picture over here right there. And we're still missing a couple, actually. There's got to be 10 grandchildren. And why is this man my inspiration? He's my inspiration because he always stands by my side no matter what, and he inspired me to be the person I am tonight, and even take part in the Youth Police Academy. And he supports me no matter what. He goes to all of Samantha's dance recitals, or even he's been in a couple of my tournaments. So I'd officially like to nominate Charles L. Hoffman Jr. as my saint of my life.